But you don't know who Tiana Trump is?
No.
Oh, really? She's a legendary porn star. Not Trump's daughter.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I figure I would have heard about that.
No,
At some point.
Tiana Trump was known for sucking off the whole Notre Dame football team.
Oh, what an angel!
When she was underage.
Oh,
and
say that first next time. I'm like, all right, go off, queen.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited to pass judgment.
Well, apparently she tricked them. That's the whole story. But
Sure. Yeah.
She also sucked off Lance Stevenson when she was underage.
Who's that?
An NBA player.
I bet Lance Stevenson knew.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah, whatever.
Damn, the court's like, all right, she gets 2 penalty shots.
2 free throws.
Yeah.
Technical foul.
Technical foul.
That's so much pressure. Damn, are we going? This is good stuff.
Are we?
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, sick.
Okay, good.
All right, good. We're back. Technical foul on Lance Stevenson. The pod is back.
Technical foul for having his sack drained.
I got my 2 buddies, Rob Cruz and Derek Humphrey, joining me today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. James is out of town. He's being investigated for some murders back in 2015.
Yeah.
But hopefully he gets that cleared up soon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are rarely in the same place.
Now, I know it kind of sucks that we have committed to doing this thing together. But
I think the last 2 times I did this, it wasn't with both of you.
yeah, I think once every 6 episodes we do one together. And then the rest of it is just our solo pods with our boys.
That's sick. I mean, well, what is it? Is he just traveling a lot?
He's at a gay wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
He's actually at a gay wedding. He's not being investigated for old murders.
2 guys or 2 girls?
2 boys, I believe.
Ooh.
That's really gay.
Yeah,
2 bros.
That is the gay
A normal
wedding.
wedding alone is gay, but like to have like 2 dudes.
Also, it's at Niagara Falls, which has got to be the gayest place to get married. Just 2 gay dudes making out over the biggest waterfall ever. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting in a barrel and going down.
Yeah, in the 50s, they would have sent those guys over the barrel, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy they can get married there now.
Now their wedding is sponsored by Prep.
Is that the stuff to get the booty hole ready?
No, it's AIDS medicine. You would think, yeah, you would think it would be to get your asshole ready.
I feel like AIDS medicine should be called Post, if anything.
Yeah, it really should, dude. Yeah, but I do think they have to be on top of it with what that booty do. Diet-wise, showering.
Right.
Like, you can't get like a Baconator and then get fucked in the ass. I guess you can. You know?
I guess it just depends on your level of comfort. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, I'm conscious of that, and I'm married to a woman.
Yeah.
And I don't, try to engage in that sort of thing.
Was that ever your thing in life, though? As a young man, were you a butt warrior?
No.
No?
No, I'm very vanilla and Catholic. And yeah, I had one chick who tried it, and I was like, nope, no thanks.
Right.
I'm not anti the stuff, but I guess it's not I usually wait to see if they'll ask, like, if I want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm never the instigator with it.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm scared of what would happen if I'm like, hey, can I put it in your ass? And they're like, ew, no. That's the ultimate embarrassment.
Oh, you're saying if you want to fuck them in the ass?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying the reverse.
No. I'll wait till they're like, just put a finger in there, and I'm like, you sure?
Right.
And then gates are open.
Yeah, I kind of have like a booty phobia a little bit. Not the cheeks, of course. The cheeks are sacred, but the hole itself, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not meant for anything other than relieving yourself of processed food.
Right. Yeah. Exit only.
God's very explicit with this.
I caught a Asian lady turd to the elbow yesterday. It's kind of crazy.
How did you catch an Asian?
Well, I was working on I was doing some plumbing stuff, and we were fixing this like fucking stack in her wall, this big pipe. And as soon as we cut it, she could have flushed the toilet at any time of the day, up until we cut the fucking thing in half where all her shit falls down the wall.
That's
And,
gnarly.
yeah, literally as soon as we got it cut, we just heard, like, as soon as the cut was all the way through, because it was a bitch to cut this thing. It was like a 4-inch around fucking cast iron pipe in a wall, like tight space, so it was hard to even get through. And then as soon as we like got through it, we were pumped. We just heard and then shit came down the walls, and one hit me in the elbow, and I was like,
Bare elbow?
yeah, bare elbow. I was like, oh my god, dude, it was crazy.
Wait, was she in like the unit above you, or was she like
No, she was in the second floor of her own house, and then I went up there and I was like, we told you not to flush the toilet, and she was like, I was just watering my plants, and I was like, shit came down your walls. That wasn't watering the plants. It was like,
that was her euphemism for for taking a poop? I was watering the plants.
Sounds like she was fertilizing them. Damn, that sucks though. Chinese?
Filipino.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
she knew better.
Yeah, she did know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brutal though.
It's usually not bad, like, because like most plumbing stuff, you don't ever have to deal with. That was the first time I've gotten shit on.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'm usually not scared of a little hard work, but when you catch a turd to the elbow, brother, it just kind of throws your whole day off.
That exceeds hard work.
Yeah.
Plumbers, in my opinion, are just as important as doctors in society.
Yeah.
Honestly, because like proper sewage is like the key to a healthy society.
I'll argue more important. I haven't been to the doctor in probably 12 years. I flush the toilet all the time, dude. All the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
I flush.
100%.
I've been recently. I flush the toilet all the time, but I'm just saying, like just in general, because you don't let you don't let waste build up in your household or in your flow. Like the city infrastructure is like that's important.
It's
And,
got to go somewhere.
yeah, that's why plumbers should get paid as much, if not more, than whatever they get paid.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah. I actually don't know where it all goes. At the end of the day, I understand the idea of like it flushes out of your house and into like a bigger pipe in the ground,
Yeah.
but like then where does it go? Are they just putting all the shit in the ocean?
No, it goes to if I'm not mistaken, it goes to like a treatment plant.
A shit treatment plant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all the waste goes to like a treatment plant, and then they figure out what to do with it from there.
There's just a guy that works at the shit factory.
It gets run through a filtration of wigger elbows. That purifies it.
It's called the watering your plant system.
Oh man, what did you do after that? Did you like wash off, or did you have
Yeah,
to
of
keep
course.
working?
No, yeah, the guy I was with, because like I feel like most plumbers are like, most construction guys have that like old school like blue collar mentality where like they'll like they don't wear any like protective equipment. It's
Yeah.
no like safety goggles or nothing. They're just like sparks flying in their face all day and shit.
Yeah.
But this guy was cool. He understood that, like, because he caught it worse than I did. He was up on the ladder, so he got it like in his head.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like shit water hit him in the head.
you could get sick.
I missed all the liquids. I just caught one stray solid in the elbow.
A log?
Got a dookie.
No, it was I'd call it more of a rock than a log. It was a pebble, but it was probably about that big.
Oh, Filipino dookie, dude.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I was in the Navy, and our division handled the plumbing that I was in, but it wasn't my function. It was the other guys in the division, but we would have to help out. Being on a boat in the middle of the ocean with all that piping and everything like that, you do dump it over into the
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to be near that. I mean, you're supposed to hook up to, like when you pull into port, you hook it up to like the waste system and offload it to a truck or whatever. But if you're on the ocean for a very long time, man, what the fuck are you gonna do? But other than put it out in the water,
Yeah.
you know,
Feed
depending
it to
on-
the whales, dude.
yeah, yeah. But those guys routinely, they're called hull technicians. They were the ones actually like flushing out the pipes. Usually, what happened would be a woman would flush like a tampon or something like down the drains or whatever. And in those, it's not just like a building where things are straight down.
Yeah.
You know, it's curving all around the ship and everything like
Yeah.
that. You know, so
Yeah.
it gets caught up. Those guys would always get covered in shit. I felt so bad. Shit water or whatever. It's fucking disgusting.
The pipe technician is such like a polite professional title for like poop doctor, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, they were the fucking shit wranglers.
It's like being a garbage man, being in sanitation, you know?
Yeah. That's why those guys, I don't know, I'm sure it is in Philadelphia, but like the sanitation guys, the guys who work for the city, they make a lot of money.
For sure.
Yeah.
And they retire early.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
They should, because it's a terrible job
Yeah, for sure.
to have to do. Although it does look fun to ride on the back of the garbage truck.
It does. That part does look cool.
Yeah, that's
And sometimes when they're throwing the bags, it looks somewhat musical when they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like they should be like doing heel clicks and singing a song instead of tossing the bags. Like, I do enjoy that. Yeah, I feel like do they do background checks for garbage men? Because they shouldn't.
No, I don't know.
Anyone that's willing to take that job, you could have killed 75 people. I don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I can't even touch garbage because I did petty theft.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, let that guy throw the trash, dude.
I don't think they let anybody, maybe even with a felony. I think it might depend on the felony.
Yeah.
Or what level of rehabilitation that you've been through. Perhaps.
No, violent felons need jobs, dude.
They do, for sure. And that should be a job for a
Trash man.
felon. Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to do it in the first place.
It's like that and like squashing rats with your bare hands. That's what violent felons should
Being the rat czar. Yeah.
Dude, I was watching I've come to this conclusion recently that like I really hate true crime that happens recently. You know what I mean?
Like old true crime?
Well, because like I feel like when true crime like first became like an obsessive like pop culture thing, it was all like cold cases from like the 60s or the 70s, and like that's interesting. But now like every unsolved mysteries you see, it's like in 2022 a guy killed his wife and his parents, and you're like, what the that's too far away, dude. Or too recent. Also, I learned this on I was watching one the other day where a guy killed his mother and father-in-law and his, I guess, grandfather-in-law and grandmother-in-law.
Oh.
But he killed his wife's parents and her grandparents. Ooh. But he got caught or like one of the main things that got him caught was there was no signs of forced entry. So like they knew it was somebody close. Yeah. But I feel like you always hear that, and it's like, if you're gonna kill your fucking grandma, kick the door down too, dude. It shouldn't be that hard to like make a mess in there.
Yeah, just to make it look like it could have been a stranger, you're saying?
Yeah,
for sure. Cover your tracks.
Exactly.
Why did he kill his in-laws, I wonder?
For $60,000 in cash.
God.
There's always something, dude.
Yeah.
It's usually cash driven.
Honey, I solved our bill problem. By the way, your family all dead.
Yeah, you'll never enjoy another Christmas, but we're getting a car.
We're Olive Garden 2 nights.
Yeah. That's the thing too with like cash, like with cash heists and everything. It's not like you could deposit that money.
Right.
You got to spend it on groceries and gas and consumables and stuff like that. You can't really necessarily go pay the bills.
Yeah. Can you launder it?
I sure, but
yeah, I don't really know how to do that.
60 grand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Ozarks, I guess.
Yeah. I just saw like body cam footage of this dude. He was 19, and the switch up in his voice is fucking crazy. The cop comes up to him and he said, your mom was worried about something that was in your closet? And he was like, yeah, I think so. And he was like, what is it? And he was just like, a human head and hands.
Oh, jeez.
I saw that.
I was like, damn. Yeah, he probably would have gotten away with it if his mom didn't find it, because he just killed a random homeless guy.
And he kept the head and hands in his closet?
Yeah,
that's nuts.
He was saying, like, I had the urges and I just wanted to see if it was as righteous as I thought it would feel.
Was it?
I think
Did he affirm like, oh, that was pretty cool?
I think he liked it. Yeah, I don't think he felt bad about it.
Okay, I'm glad he's in jail.
Yeah, for sure. I think he got
Yeah,
life without parole.
You know, I used to be very much one of these people like, we need to do prison reform or whatever. And now when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, let's lock people up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's throw them away and never find the key.
Did you see that Netflix docuseries about they took all the guards away in the prison and let them govern themselves? I forget what it's called.
It's real?
You saw that, right? Yeah, it's real, and it goes surprisingly well. But like, obviously, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
I'm curious how like it went long term, because this was like the first time they were trying it, and they're like surrounded by cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it might have been performative a little bit, because you forget these dudes are criminals, and they're probably like pretty good at like manipulating. You know?
So how does Netflix just own a private prison?
Well, the warden wanted to do it, and then I think he reached out to Netflix or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's getting paid for this probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Private.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing called Panopticon. I think it was made in France in like the late 1700s or some shit like that or whatever. And it was a prison without like cells basically, but you did have the threat of being watched at all times.
Yes.
And so it was a psychological thing where you were like, psychologically you are imprisoned, but you do have the illusion of like this freedom,
Right.
in a sense. So that could be under the same principle of like, yeah, you're free to walk about, but we got cameras everywhere. You know,
that feeling is scary, dude. Like that I kind of felt that way when I like believed in God more. My grandparents died. I thought they were like watching me like pee and poop and stuff.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. You grew up religious?
Not really, but like there was like a minute where I like believed in it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I grew up Catholic, and so that's like the main thing is to fear everything.
Yeah.
Right,
Is
right.
to fear God is watching you all the time and judging you for even doing the most basic human shit. You know?
Yeah, I really don't like that part of it.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Peepaw's watching me beat. You know.
He always
you know,
knows, dude.
yeah. It's weird thinking, man, grandma's watching me jerk it right now.
Yeah, that's so scary.
Yeah.
Grandma knows my August Ames porn search history.
But here's where I make peace with it, dude, is she's got to be used to it by now.
Yeah.
There's nothing surprising my grandma anymore.
Yeah, and it's probably like a version of her where like she has no ego, no judgment or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the idealized version of her.
It's all just pity.
Yeah.
Look at my grandson, that little pussy.
That poor pussy.
can't get a girl, so he's just jerking it to Pornhub.
Sure.
Oh wait, before we started, you were telling me about the actor bond.
The actor bond, this could be total cap.
No, I think this is real. Have you heard of the actor bond?
The actor bond, no.
So apparently, I saw this TikTok clip of this guy that said he worked in a secret Starbucks in an underground tunnel system in LA where like people like Jerry Seinfeld and like rich people go. Yeah, I think this might have been a satire clip, but it's very funny if it's real.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Dude, his argument for it was like, this made me laugh. He's like, you ever be on the 405 stuck in traffic and you just wonder, hey, why don't I see Will Smith or anybody famous here? He's like, you've never seen Will Smith. It's because he's at the underground.
Someone
Starbucks.
commented, is like, yeah, they have tinted windows. Danny, can
Or
you
because
look
they're
up?
taking helicopters.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like,
Actor bond? BAHN? I'm just curious if this is like a thing. Sorry, continue.
yeah. No. I want to find out about this too. Oh, wow. Look at that. Actor bond came up right away. A series of times.
Medium wrote about
Is this real?
A day at secret Starbucks?
Wow. Okay. Well, I would hate to work in a tunnel
Medium's just a
Starbucks.
thing, I think.
Yeah, I would. I would hate to work at secret Starbucks underground and no sunshine in LA. That would suck. And then have to talk to Seinfeld. Like, you don't get outside and then you just got some rich guy complaining at you about his latte. Like, screw that. No fucking way.
Dude, I mean,
It's as if like tunnels aren't convenient enough, dude. They need like coffee as well.
it's an interesting theory. I really hope this is real.
I hope so too. I mean, just because I just think it would be You know, everything should be more expensive for celebrities and for these type of people. And I hope that Starbucks is like $100 a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
sure.
real. Because like, why do you get to have like your own highway, your own Starbucks or whatever? It better be heavily taxed.
Absolutely. I think in the clip he said they give it to him for free, which is fucked.
What?
Yeah, Seinfeld gets free coffee in the actor box.
If there's a guy who does not need free coffee, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
He made a movie about Pop-Tarts because he wanted to.
Right. I can't make my dream passion like
I'm also
come to
wondering,
life.
do you get to keep access? Like, let's say you have one good movie or
Right.
a one-hit song.
Yeah.
Yeah, does Harvey Weinstein still get to use the secret Starbucks? Did he get his permission revoked after?
Comedians in cars, in tunnels, getting coffee. Okay.
Also, not a good look, in my opinion, to have like Jerry's name associated with it because, like, a Jew with an underground tunnel,
Yeah.
and their own secret like society, like just not a good optics for anybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Jerry's probably not too pumped that this video came out, whether it's real or not. Whether it's fake or not, I'm thinking Jerry's pissed.
His next special is gonna be like, oh, so I was going to my own Starbucks, and then everybody found out about it.
Yeah, I guess like you
Also in a place known for earthquakes, I don't know if you would want to put the most important people in a tunnel.
Yeah, true, dude. But do they say to go into the basement for that kind of thing? Or is that tornadoes?
That's tornado.
Oh,
You don't want to go to no. The basement's the
Earthquake.
last place you want to be in an
Yeah,
earthquake.
you want the building to completely collapse on top of it. You want every floor on top of it in case it goes down.
Earthquake, they suggest helicopter or hot air balloon.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the move.
You just gotta get like 10 helium balloons and just float above the earthquake.
I have an emergency hot air balloon in case of an earthquake.
Just hovering 5 feet off the ground in an earthquake.
That'd be so lit to be in a hot air balloon and watch the world twerk. I'd love that.
Well, because there's a in Manhattan, I guess there's a building. There's an apartment building that has like a tunnel where you get direct access to the Whole Foods in Union Square. And people are like, oh, these actors get it for free. It's like, it's just really more of a rich person thing. Like, there's just like a lot of these things that rich people have access to because they pay these high rates for, buildings and all this sort of crap or whatever.
Right.
Which, I mean, I get it, but also at the same time, I don't like that kind of elitism.
Yeah. No.
You should have to wait in line like the rest of us.
Yeah.
I agree.
Damn, they got underground tunnels in New York for rich people.
There's a comedy venue that's like in the subway,
Really?
like in an abandoned subway. I just briefly saw like a TikTok about it or something like that.
Interesting.
I mean, they tried doing a comedy in the Union Square subway station. That didn't go very well.
I think that's what New York comedy has turned into. It's like either the Stand, the Cellar, or like the craziest pop-up shows you've ever seen. They're all
Yeah.
Yeah, this one takes place in a yarmulke.
Yeah, I was supposed to do one on Friday. This guy messaged me. He's like, can you do my show or whatever in the Upper West Side? I'm like, yeah, what's the venue? Like New York Comedy Club, West Side. He's like, no, it's a secret donut place. I'm like, all right, man, sure.
bodega
whatever.
comedy.
Yeah. There's gonna be a comedy club in a hot air balloon.
I hope so.
Dude, I hope so. That would be so sick.
I'll never go in a hot air balloon.
No?
No.
Dude, we almost did it because we were filming something and I was so scared. I
I'm
don't
afraid
think I
of it.
would have gone through with it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, being in an airplane's one thing. It's got wings.
Yes.
Yeah, that hot air balloon goes. You ever seen a video of a hot air balloon like losing its
Yes.
rapidly?
No.
Yeah.
You're just dying in a basket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
screw
real.
that.
You died as groceries. And then I saw some videos of like, because you have no directional control really.
Yeah.
So they just fly into like phone lines and just burn. It's crazy. There was this dude we were talking to because we were filming something for Do you know Tim Butterly?
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were filming this thing for him, and we met this dude who had a hot air balloon, but it was basically no basket. It was just attached to a car seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you were gonna go up one by one?
We weren't gonna go up with him, but he ended up being like one of the most interesting guys ever.
yeah.
Like he was one of the he's like a crazy tech guy, the professor of Rutgers. He has an identical twin, and him and his brother married other identical twins.
Whoa.
He was like the first person to use email ever. Like he's like a crazy guy. But then we did some more research on him, and
Wait, he was the first person to send an email?
or something like that. Do you remember?
That was a crazy thing to throw in at the end.
Well, no, he was like, he sent an email in like 78 or something.
Yeah. He was one of the first. I don't know if he was the first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we researched him, we found that because he had this crazy boot on where like his legs were uneven and like it looked pretty mangled. And we were like, what's the deal with that? So him and his buddy got in like this horrible accident, and his friend died and shit like that. And Tim was like, yeah, let's build, because he would build his own hot air balloons. So we're like, let's build one with him and then go up in it. And I was like, definitely not.
No, thank you.
I don't care how many emails he sent.
Yeah.
Well, also, we found that out after the fact. The guy didn't give up this information.
No.
We just did a Google search on the guy's name, and the first thing to pop up was like this news story where he was hospitalized for months, and his best friend died because they like blew into a power line.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But he
He was trying to
pretty-
take you guys up.
Well, he denied us actually, but Tim wanted to. Yeah, he saw Tim's content and he was like, "Hey, not for me."
Yeah, me and my mangled leg and my dumb experiments are not right for you.
Yes, and but yeah, he was pretty righteous outside of that. He surrounded himself with young hoes, which was nice.
That is nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
I wish more like inventors and scientists got into the podcasting scene.
yes,
That'd be nice.
yeah, dude.
We
I
need
mean,
that.
That would be the best podcast ever if you started one.
I feel like it was somebody, a lot of these people who do these inventions and stuff like that, you could just tell me that you did it and I would believe it, even if it wasn't like successful or anything like that. You'd be like, I was the first person to come up with pneumatic tubes or something, you know, and I'd be like, okay, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I mean, most inventions fail, or they're just like something that's like not really even that practical, you know? Like I watched, you ever see the Back to the Future movies?
Yeah.
I rewatched those recently, and there's this one, like, you know, the beginning of the first one, it's got like all these different clocks and everything like that, and all this setup and everything, this Rube Goldberg machine just to pour a can of dog food for the dog. And you're like, just use a can opener and just dump it out. We don't need all this stuff. Like all these inventions are self-gratification for what? Like nothing.
Yeah, the archetype of like the eccentric inventor.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Whenever-
not a lot of Ricks out there. Too many Mortys.
Yeah. It's a world full of Mortys.
A lot of Mortys.
Whenever I like hear someone's an inventor, I think of like Pee Wee's House or something like that. Mm-hmm. Or like the Back to the Future stuff.
Yeah, it's just like I invented something that you don't need, you know,
Yes.
sort of thing. Yeah. I invented a chair that goes 12 feet high. You're like, why? What are you keeping up there? That you need to look. It seems stupid. It
Tall chair.
yeah.
That's
Not
good
like
stuff.
not like practical things like highways.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the actor bond.
The actor bond.
The goddamn actor bond.
Yeah,
Was that true? That
Derek was
you were
telling
saying
us
before?
that the Nazis created the highway.
I'm pretty sure Nazis made highways. Like I think the the actor bond or the autobahn was made by Nazis.
Yeah, I would believe that. They made like so many advancements.
There we go. Did Nazis invent
Was Spain
highways?
Was Spain one of the things?
No,
Oh.
Adolf Hitler did not invent the highway.
But he did embrace and expand the idea of the German motorway. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. During the Weimar Republic, the first public road is kind of.
Contrary to popular belief, the Autobahn was not a Nazi invention.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I mean, I don't want. I'm not trying to give the Nazis their flowers.
Yeah, we know he's done a lot of cool shit, but not highways.
Well, that incorrect fact was germane to the idea that we use things that are made by bad people.
Yes.
Still, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm pretty sure the Nazis did do rockets, right? Or like, and some kind of like, yeah.
Something to do with it.
Yeah, something to do with that. We still use those. You know, we just don't call them Nazi rockets.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to keep some of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, bad people sometimes inadvertently do good things.
For sure.
You know, and sometimes good people do bad things, you know, like what was that thing that Bill Gates he made like nets for African villages to keep mosquitoes out, right?
Yeah.
To prevent malaria. But then the local inhabitants were using it to catch fish, and then there was like mercury or something like that was in the nets, so it was poisoning the fish, so they were poisoning themselves by eating the fish.
Damn.
So it's like a good deed, you know.
No, Bill Gates stinks, dude.
Trust me.
Piece of shit. No, I know nothing about him.
I thought you were like really like a Bill Gates hater.
No.
I was like, please go off. I don't care. I don't like Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know nothing except like I always hear conspiracies like that about Bill Gates, though, where it's like, it's very like unintentional, like poisoning an entire village in some, like the mercury thing I heard about. And then there was another one where he was giving like young girls some vaccine in like Indonesia, and it ended up like giving them all like HPV or something. Like,
What was the vaccine for?
I have no idea.
It's for dry pussy. It's trying to help you guys out. You got some dry pussy? I've got a vaccine for you, baby girl.
They control alt-deleted their immune system.
Well, I don't think the malaria thing is like necessarily a conspiracy. I think it's just like an inadvertent. I don't think it's like a conspiracy aspect is something intentionally nefarious. And what
Yes.
Bill Gates conspiracy I heard was the Epstein shit, and that's why his wife left him.
Right.
Was because he was on the flight logs and was getting massages from young ladies or whatever.
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Which I can believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I mean, it sucks that your wife leaves you for that, and then like 3 years later, you're like, "See, I told you, shit never came out about it."
Yeah, but
No one ever knows who was there,
I mean, he can pay his way out of everything. I feel like he is too big.
except
to fail.
getting his fucking wife to stay with him.
Yeah, fair. But then he could still buy some pretty good pussy, I would assume.
Must be nice.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, these guys. I mean, what's his wife really worth at that point? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, to a guy who's like gonna engage in that behavior in the first place,
Yeah.
it's like you're either committed or you're not. And if you're like fine with like just screwing around on your wife, like let her walk. You
Yeah.
know, you already got enough money. You know,
Dude, your fucking kid's on an island. Let her go.
Yeah.
right.
Let her go, dude.
Let her move on.
Didn't she get like billions in the divorce or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you just divorce a guy and then you could control nations.
This is a Rogan fact, so I'm not sure if it's true or not. But 5 of the 7 richest women in the world are all from divorces.
Dude.
I have no idea if that's true. But Rogan said it once, and I was like, "This guy, let him cook."
Let them cook. Take the money away.
God, that's such a sad stat if that's true. Women can't do anything.
Should we make some prank phone calls, boys?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go to the phones.
How may I help you?
Hello, is this Ziedman's Pawn?
Yes, it is.
Hi, how you doing today?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm looking to get a couple items off. What time you guys open till?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. All right, I could be down there by about 4. Have you guys dealt with mummified remains in the past?
No, that's not something we take.
No, I think this is going to be right up your alley. I got Elon Musk's original left hand.
Yeah, no, we don't take that.
But this is the guy that created the Tesla bot.
Yeah, no, we won't take that.
Are you familiar with Elon Musk? South African
yes, I know
fella?
exactly who he is. Yep, I know exactly who he is. That's not something we're going to take.
I mean, it's got his fingerprints on it. You could probably use that for stuff.
I understand, but we won't take a hand, even if it's Elon Musk.
I'm trying to pawn it. I'm not saying I'm not asking for a ridiculous amount of money.
I understand, but that's not something. Let me double check. Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I talked to my manager. We will not take that.
I mean, it's his hand. It's Elon Musk's hand.
Hold on.
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hey, I was talking to your associate. Do you guys deal with mummified remains down there?
No, we do not. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay, because my grandfather was the doctor that removed Elon Musk's hand on the surgery.
Really?
Yeah.
You should take that to a museum.
I'm asking for $1,000.
No. We can't help you. I'm sorry. Have a good weekend now.
All right. I didn't know.
Really?
You should take that to a museum. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't think about that yet.
That was a good call, man.
That was a good call.
I mean,
Look at
I really
our
liked
whole
that.
place.
That went as far as it could have, for sure. We maximized the idea on that one. We got Elon Musk's hand.
The fact that she had to outsource like her responsibility in this
He ain't
matter.
listening to me. He won't take no for an answer.
He's really trying to move Elon's hand.
Yeah, dude. 'Cause in her head, it was probably like, you know what? Like, if this does get sold to another place and it sells for like millions of dollars, that's my ass.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Missing out on a huge commission.
Yeah, I would defer to a manager as well.
Yeah, I always liked. I feel like we've talked about this on Durag before, but like the Pawn Stars always made me laugh really hard with like the level of experts that they have for everything.
Yeah.
When like a guy will just bring in like an old like pirate cannonball.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh yeah.
He's like, hold on, I got a guy for that, and he calls a guy, and he shows up, and it's like cannonball expert. Like, nice.
Yeah, that is funny because I mean, some stuff it makes sense where it's like baseball cards, or,
Right.
like a ring or something like that. But yeah, those random ones,
Yeah.
were like, yeah. Oh, I got a guy. Oh yeah, he's my silk expert.
It's just Vegas. Vegas is just full of all these experts, like the most random shit.
And then the expert will show up with like perfectly coiffed hair and like some garish outfit because they're the only dude that knows that much about silk.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
So that's like their brand,
Yeah, because there's only got to be like 3 of those guys on Earth.
There's only a few
yeah.
silk guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one buttons guy, and he lives in Las Vegas.
This was Benjamin Franklin's button.
Hold on, I gotta call my cannonball guy.
Just looking at buttons, being like, "This is a Washington." Washington wore this button.
Also, too, like I guess because like if you're a cannonball guy, you must have washed out of like the museum industry. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like if you can authenticate something like that, because I've seen some level of shit like that on that show. That means that like you are an outcast of high society of like of somebody who's like got that real job. You know what I mean? Like for like a museum or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that can't be like the peak of the career.
Right. Yeah.
You had to be
sure.
ostracized.
I never thought
Yeah.
about that when museums do layoffs. They got to like get rid of the cannonball guy.
Yeah, you're just not in the budget, dude. Neanderthals are huge right now. No one gives a fuck about pirates anymore.
We feel like we found all the cannonballs there is to find.
He's like, I swear I'll find more.
Yeah. Look, there's other battlegrounds somewhere.
Yeah, move to Pennsylvania, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Just the guy being like, I'm so close.
Oh man.
That's awesome. All right, let's do another call.